Back on Economic Buzz, this program can also be viewed through StarHub Asia Channel 121 and MNC International. Watch also our live streaming through okezone.tv and sindonews.com. We still have Mrs. Eka Sari Lorena Subakti as the chairman of Organda Central Board. Not until this kind of transportation issue and aspect being put into priority, things will remain the same. Is it like over worried because sometimes we think as a nation we have this kind of stagnancy regarding this kind of transportation policy, like not major breakthrough has been made, even though visible improvement really realized and translated by the government. How do you comment on this?
Well, I really hope our President Bapak Jokowi will more often mention about how important to perform revitalization for public transportation, to improve the transportation by road, because all type of transportation mode without having the support integration with road transportation, you cannot call it as a transportation, because transportation, it has to be connected between one mode to another mode, or from port with other port, you have to have public transportation or you have to have road transportation to support it, because I don't think all the goods from the ship can walk by themselves to the merchandise places, to the shop, to the mall. You need the road transport to distribute them. So I heard more often about how we should establish more port or air transport should be embraced, but I need to hear more actually from our number one leaders regarding how important, how can we together enforce revitalization of road transport for goods and also for people, because we need to have the higher hierarchy to mention that, to stimulate all the channel of regulators concerned and put a serious highlight on this, because even though you build a lot of port, you build new area for businesses without having proper road transportation, I don't think we can achieve what we need to achieve.
And this role modeling strategy should be done top to the bottom line.
Yes. But the public should hear more from the leaders regarding this. Then after that, I believe it will open people's mind, through this area, making sure that we can push as well after hearing those bold statements that we really need, making sure that what we said, people will say, oh yeah, I heard that a lot. True, this is the need we have to achieve in order how we can create a proper mobilization of people and also for goods.
I see. Eka, another interesting point I got from your latest book is you mentioned that Indonesia, we are having this quote-unquote public transportation deficit.
Yes.
What is that actually? With a huge number of Indonesian population, how can it happen that we have public transportation deficit?
Well, it happens seriously. For bus, 4 years ago, we have 2 million buses running around all over Indonesia. At the moment, less than 1 million. Less than 5 years. Shrinking. Why? Because so many incentives given to private vehicles. Cheap, easy, everywhere. Even incentive given to the financial institution to give more loan for private car ownership. Very different in other countries. Everything should be put on priority regarding how can we embrace the public transportation, how can we embrace the trucks that can support, the distribution in the country. But here, very different concept.
Let's discuss that in more detail after this one. Make sure you are with us on Economic Buzz. We are going to discuss more with Eka about Indonesian transportation policy development. Stay tuned. This is MNC Business and StarHub Asia Singapore.